explain you about chapter 5th, that is the Chinese civilization. Chinese means the people who lived in China, and the civilization is the stage of advancement in the lifestyle. Means the stage of advancement in lifestyle for the people who lived in China is known as Chinese civilization. This civilization is arose at Huanghe River. China is important in terms of area, population, science and technology. Now, there are three important rivers. The rivers were Huanghe in the north, Yangtze in center, Siqiang in south. Huanghe, also known as Sorrow of China, because continuous floods brought the destruction on large scale in the life and crops, etc. There were 8 dynasties that ruled. The dynasties were Shang, Zhao, Qing, Han, Sui, Tang, Song and Ming.
Sources of history of China. Main sources of information were literary sources. In these sources, rulers appointed board of historians to record the events of their reigns. These accounts give information about agriculture, religion, wars and plagues. Main features of civilization. First one is society. The king was most powerful. All power vested in him. He was assisted by the nobles and priests in the administration of the state. After this, merchants, farmers, craftsmen were in category, and slaves were at the bottom of the society. The father was the head of the family, and ancestors and elders were highly respected. Next is religion. Earlier, Chinese worshipped the spirit and the forces of nature. They believed that there was spirits who helped them whenever they needed after the departure of their body. Priests were respected and consulted by the people in matters of worship and know their features. Later on, people influenced by Confucianism and Taoism. Means of living. Agriculture. Majority of people practice agriculture, and for this construction of canals were done for irrigation and drainage. Main crops were rice, wheat, barley, millet, soya bean, tea, etc. The Chinese were the first to cultivate tea. Initially, they dried leaves for the medical purpose, but later on it became their favorite drink. Domestication of animals. Poor people reared pig, sheep, chicken and cattle. Chicken and geese were reared for egg and flesh. Next is sericulture. Silk was first made by the Chinese. They reared silkworm for silk on mulberry trees. The women were perfect in the craft of weaving silk. The process of making silk from silkworm is known as sericulture. Pottery making. The Chinese used porcelain for the glazed pottery. They used it for utensils, bottles, chessboards, boxes, vases, cups, saucers, jugs, jars, etc. It was known for glossy and decorative pattern. Carpentry. China was rich in timber, so woodwork was one of the chief occupation. The Chinese gave preference of wood over stone and brick. Bamboo, which was imported from India, they used is it with combination with wood. Metal work. The Chinese were perfect in making weapons, statues, and vessels. Bronze was mostly in use. The metallic objects were decorated with animal figures. Iron was also used, but not on large scale. They also done smelting of iron process. Next is jade carving. China used jade, a precious stone, for making of screens, chopsticks, etc. Manufacture of paper. Paper was made by China in 105 BC. BC means before Christ or before Christian era. It was made from tree bark, rags, fishing nets, etc. There were various qualities and designs of paper. Now I'll ask you some questions. The three important rivers of China are dash in the north, Huanghe, dash in the center, Yangtze, and dash in the south, Xinjiang. Silkworms were domesticated on dash trees, mulberry. Chinese were made glazed pottery from dash, porcelain. Next, what is sericulture? The process of rearing of silkworm to make silk is known as sericulture. Why is Huanghe River called the sorrow of China? Because this river often changed its course of flow after floods and brought large scale of destruction of live crops and irrigation canals. That's why it is called the sorrow of China. Next is trade and commerce. In China, both internal and external trade were flourished. The external trade was with Mesopotamia, Iran, and India. The trade materials were loaded in caravans. Chief articles of export were silk, tea, paper, jade, etc. The internal trade was carried through canals and waterways. In this, the raw material from the upper valley was exchanged from the manufactured goods to the lower valley. They banned barter system with the increment of the trade. Money lending and banking were quite common in 5th century BC. Next is Chinese inventions. China done some notable inventions like printing. What's a printing? They invented block printing in 500 AD. And by 868 AD, they started printing books. The Diamond Sutra was the earliest book printed in AD 868. Next is magnetic compass. Compass was used to find out the direction. It was invented by the Chinese in 1050 BC. It was used for locating the sites and buildings. Next is horse stirrups. By this, the horse riders easily regulated the speed of horse. The Chinese invented the stirrups to control the horses. It gives efficiency to the army. Next is gunpowder. It was invented by Chinese in 850 AD. It is a mixture of charcoal, sulfur and nitrate. And the gunpowder was used in the wars. Next is water mill. The Chinese invented water mill for grinding corn into flour. Wheelbarrow. It was used to push the heavy load. It is a box with two legs and a wheel. Next is Chinese script. Emperor Fuxi was called the father of the Chinese script. He ruled nearly 5,000 years ago. In it, words and ideas were expressed in pictures. It was limited for few classes of people because it was difficult to understand. Brush and ink were used for writing. Initially they used bamboo, wood, etc. But later on they used paper. Next is art and architecture. China made some noteworthy artistic remains. The best example of the sculpture was a figure of deity of female called Bodhisattva Avalokiteshwar. It was sculpted in Tang period. The Chinese showed great interest in painting. They made paintings on woven silk with water colors. Landscape portraits and historical figures were the common subject for painting. The best example of Chinese architecture was the Great Wall of China. It was built around 221 BC by the order of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Its length is about more than 2,400 km. Its main purpose was to protect the northern boundaries of China from the Mongol invaders. It ran through plains, desert and mountains. Watchmen lived in the tower to recall or call the troops or soldiers whenever the light required. The Chinese were also famous for pagodas. Pagodas were the temples built for the Buddhists. Next is science. The Chinese made remarkable progress in field of science also. They could predict eclipse and appearance of comets. They used solar and lunar calendars both. They counted the months by the movement of moon. And each month there were 29 or 30 days. They consider water, fire, wood, gold and earth are the 5 basic elements of the human body, and they enable to return the body after the death. Chinese compiled a canon of medicine, described the various functions of organs, several diseases and treatment also.
The Chinese associate the diseases with seasons like headaches in spring, skin diseases in summer, fever in autumn, and lung disorder in winter. Cheng Chung Ching, also known as Zheng Zhongxing, was called the sage of medicines. He worked on the treatment of typhoid fever. The famous Chinese surgeon Hua Tuo used anesthesia and performed the several delicate operations. What is anesthesia? Anesthesia were the injection of drugs given to the patient at the time of operation. Now some more things we get to know from this chapter were acupuncture, also known as acupressure. What's acupuncture? It is a medical technique used for curing various diseases. In this technique, thin solid needles were inserted into the points that were called acupuncture points in the skin, and by this the diagnosis of the disease treated. Now I'll ask you some question. What is acupuncture? Acupuncture was a medical technique for giving relief in pain and various diseases. In this technique, thin solid needles were inserted into the points of the skin. Write in brief about the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China was ordered by Qin Shi Huang. It was more than 2,400 km long. It was used to protect the northern boundaries of China from the Mongolian invasions. The walls of the Great Wall of China runs through plains, deserts and mountains. Write in brief about the religion of China. The Chinese people worshipped their ancestors. They also worshipped the forces of the nature. They believed that the spirits of the departed soul lived somewhere and came to help them. The two religions that were flourished were Confucianism and Taoism. List and 4 inventions of the Chinese. 4 inventions of the Chinese were printing, magnetic compass, horse syrups and gunpowder. Next is state any 5 means of living of the Chinese. 5 means of living of the Chinese were agriculture, domestication of animals, sericulture, pottery making and carpentry. Hope you understood the chapter well. Thank you.